Can you talk us through your antennas?
Yes, it's not a great deal really to talk you through, but we've got the 9-element tonner there.
Yes, that looks nice, yeah.
2 metres with the Barenco bracket and so on, and thrust bearing support, which I had in my possession for probably 6 or 7 years before one day I thought, well, I must take them out of the box and put them up in the air. They cost me quite a bit of money at the time, and they do a good job.
So you got it out of the box and you've put it up there?
Yes, eventually we made it up in the air, but I've always tried to be careful and compromise with the height of the antennas, as I know there is one neighbour at the bottom of the garden who's never liked them, and he's got a giant tree that completely blots my house out in his view this way, so it's understandable. We've also got the common vertical tri-bander for 6 metres, 2 metres and 76.
Ah, that's the one next to it, yes.
Yeah, that works out quite well.
Okay, and what's that other antenna to the right then,
Yes,
Phil?
the last one to the right is the 4 metre vertical with the gamma match tuning, which was, if I remember rightly, it was a kit from Sandpiper, and again it got partly built and then it was stuck in the shack for some time, and one day I thought, well yes, why not get back onto 4 metres again, and so I decided to finish it off, duly assembled it and tuned it up with my antenna analyzer, and it works extremely well. It tuned beautifully flat right across the band virtually first time. Very, very easy to tune, very good indeed, very pleased with it. But of course, where do I put all these things? So it's on a somewhat temporary arrangement on the back of the shed, but it works, and we've had 1 or 2 contacts on it.
So what about for HF generally then? What do you use for HF?
HF, well, I tried a full-size G5 RV with it running directly under the eaves this way and about 6 foot hanging down towards the front garden there, and likewise 6 foot hanging down from the pole at the end and so on. I found that people like Bob Treacher could hear stuff I couldn't hear it at all, and I was quite surprised by that. So I went back to my old antenna that I'd started off with as a BRS, which was approximately 67 feet long wire to the end, and the band became alive and I was hearing people the same as everyone else. So unfortunately for me, the G5 RV, under those circumstances, which is understandable because there are obviously all antennas are compromised anyway, but it didn't work out for me too well.
Anyway, Phil, many thanks for showing us around your shack. I do appreciate it, and your time and the lunch, and we'll see you down the club. And I hope you enjoy this bit of video when we've got it edited up.
It's been enjoyable, and I don't know whether I should be brave enough to look at the result though. Thanks a lot.
Well, thank you, Phil, for that. It's now time to move on to Midfield Way, where we find Nigel, G1BUO, indulging in one of his other hobbies, cooking a curry.
Pillau rice, and then I was busy doing the curry, so I got a mixture of those, some of dim, and tandoori chicken, and I've somehow got to get that one in there as well.
Well, when you've got that in the oven, Nigel, perhaps you can show us your radio stuff, okay? Okay, Nigel.
Hi there, I'm Nigel, G1BUO, and welcome to my humble abode, where I'll try and give you a little rundown on the antennas.
Right, what have you got there, Nigel?
Well, I'm on the roof for starters. There's a 2 70s vertical and 2 70s horizontal, and underneath them is the ordinary TV antenna, and then the securing guy for the G5 RV, which runs the length of the garden with a little bit extra to spare. And we've just re-rigged it slightly. Unfortunately, when you see the G5 RV, you'll notice it goes through a tree, so it's got to be rejigged. And at the same time, I'm hoping that Paul will give me a hand. We'll put up a dipole as well, which should help me get into Japan one way, I suppose, and South America the other. And that'll give me another antenna, switchable, in a box on the wall. And I've got a very, very nice neighbour who's let me string up the G5 RV support, that end, on his roof, which it's nice to get on well with the neighbours. And at the bottom of the garden, hidden by the tree,
Yes.
I'll get out of the way, you can see it.
Go ahead.
Is the bottom end of the vertical, the R5000, which does all vans, bar one. Needs a little bit of tuning up. Paul's got his meter out and he says it's a little bit out, so one of these days it'll come down and be rejigged slightly.
Yes. The problem being is that it's also touching up against some new branches that are grown out.
Unfortunately, yes.
So we'll have to clear some of those in the fullness of time.
Yep, and needs a bit of a TLC, I think.
Yes, that's right. Okay.
Okay, perhaps so you've seen the outside. You'd like to have a look on the shack side of the situation. Okay, follow me.